All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're cracking open Versology, a really powerful collection of poetry by an author named Avalok. It's a journey that goes from these quiet, beautiful moments all the way to some pretty explosive confrontations. So let's get into it. Right off the bat, the author tells us exactly what this is and what it isn't. This isn't some book of easy answers. It's a diary. It's personal. And the whole point isn't to find solutions, but to find better, deeper questions. We're being invited to join that search. And then we get this. The author literally invents a word for their style, super stringer. By doing that, they're basically saying, hey, don't try to put this in a box. It's going to be unconventional. It's going to be different. We're on their turf now. Okay, and then comes this, a direct warning to the reader. The author has planted grenades, explosive, unsettling truths all throughout the book. This is an incredible hook. It tells us we're not just reading pretty words. We're about to navigate a minefield. So, our journey begins where the Seeker's does, just looking at the world outside. This first part is all about observation, slowing down, noticing the little details in nature and the environment around us. The poem Mountain Heart is a perfect example. It's not about some grand philosophy. It's grounded in things you can see and hear and feel. You can almost hear that teapot hissing, Or picture the craggy faces of the old men. It makes this place feel so real, both rugged and peaceful at the same time. And the world outside becomes a teacher. In one poem, the seeker is trekking, totally focused on getting to the top, right? But then, a simple misstep, a fall, and everything changes. The focus shifts from the big goal, the crown, down to the next step right in front of them, the feet. It's such a great metaphor for just being present. So after looking out, the seeker turns their gaze inward. This next part is all about that internal world of the artist. The creativity, the struggle, and where inspiration even comes from. And we get this fantastic little story in a poem called The Failed Painting. It starts out simply enough. An artist wants to paint a seascape. They've got the canvas, they've got the oil paints. Simple. But things start to go wrong pretty fast. The vision in their head just isn't coming to life. The colors are off, the strokes are messy. It's that feeling, right? That creative block when what's in your mind refuses to show up on the page. So what does the artist do in this moment of complete frustration? They just paint the entire canvas black. Gone, wiped clean. It's a total surrender, a full admission of failure. And here is where the magic happens. After giving up, after going to bed defeated, the perfect image just appears, effortlessly, in a dream. The exact scene they were struggling to create just shows up, fully formed. It suggests that sometimes the best art isn't something you make, it's something that just flows through you. This idea gets summed up perfectly right here. The author feels like they don't really have control over the creative process. It's like they're just a channel, and their only job is to get out of the way and, do a quick spell check. It's about letting the art lead. And now we reach the grenades. The tone shifts hard. This is where we confront those harsh, violent realities the author warned us about. The Seeker's Diary is about to become a witness statement. We start with Wedding Horse, and it's told from the perspective of the horse itself. It sets up this beautiful, pure image, a white stallion, so proud to be part of this wedding, a scene of total celebration. And then, detonation. The wedding procession is attacked. The poem ends with these two devastatingly simple lines. The horse, that symbol of purity, the white stallion, is now covered in blood. Now, I am red. The contrast is just a total gut punch. The horror continues in the next poem. During riots, the narrator calls a friend who responds not with sympathy, but with this chillingly cold logic. He dismisses the deaths as just a statistic, a small percentage that needs to be cleaned up. It's terrifying how we can use numbers to distance ourselves from tragedy. But the poem's brutal twist flips this logic on its head. Days later, that same friend is trapped and calls for help. And what does the narrator do? He just echoes his friend's own cold, detached words right back at him. It's a haunting look at what happens when we lose our empathy. And the poem ends with just one single, brutal word. Click. The sound of the phone hanging up. It's so final, so cold. That one sound just hangs in the air with this devastating weight.
After all that fire and fury, the final section of the book brings us to a much quieter place. This is about reflection. The seeker is looking back, thinking about life, death, and what it means to be finished. The poem Leafing just captures this so beautifully. It starts with this active reviewing a life, notes, books, streams, but you can feel this weariness building with each line until it gets to be too much. I am tired of leafing. And that exhaustion leads to this simple, profound conclusion. I am leaving. These last pages are filled with these sharp, powerful truths. It's a stark reminder, putting everything in perspective. After all the seeking, all the struggle, the ultimate reality is that we're temporary. The stars and dust, they last. We don't. And the entire collection ends with this. It's the ultimate summary of a life, boiled down into 3 quick phrases. There's no big fanfare, just this quiet, powerful statement of completion. Lived it, leafed through it, left it. Done. The seeker's journey is over. So we end right back where we began. The author told us this was a diary for finding better questions, not answers. After walking through the mountains, the artist's studio, the riots, and those final moments of reflection, the seeker's journey is done. The only thing left to ask is, what questions has it stirred up in you?